What's the point of drawing fake Pokemon? Do we do it to preserve a sense of nostalgia, to cling to our childlike passion for a franchise that molded the people we are today? Do we do it to improve our understanding of the art of character design as a whole, so that we can continue to develop our skills as artists? Or is it a way to connect with a community of incredibly talented and unbelievably brilliant individuals who are not only inspired by the work that we make, but in turn inspire us to create even more? Well, it's really all of the above, but in this video we celebrate the latter. Here's to our wonderful community. We literally would not be able to make this video without you guys. We're back, everyone. Sorry if that intro was a little too sentimental. I just feel very proud right now. I never thought when I started making artwork on this channel that it would lead to such brilliant work as what I'm about to share with you all. I mean, I had always hoped that Subjectively would be a way for people to learn about art and a vessel through which people could share and collaborate on new ideas. I never would have guessed that I would be creating a community of people that inspire me just as much as, if not more than, I inspire them. But we're getting ahead of ourselves here. What am I even talking about, right? What is this video actually about? First of all, this video is sponsored by our awesome friends over at Baksu, but we'll talk more about them later on. Right now, we're here to enjoy part 2 of our Mazah Region Fan Contest Winners series. The contest was hosted throughout the month of October, and we got a lot of great submissions. No, seriously, like hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds. It could have been thousands, I actually don't know for sure. I sort of delegated a lot of the legwork to a very devoted group of fans who have been working tirelessly on a fan game of the Mazah region that they're calling Project Untamed. These people are the perfect example of what I was talking about at the beginning of this video. Unbelievably talented artists, coders, writers, and more, and together with this team, I selected 10 winners from the hundreds of submissions, and a few weeks ago, I shared the first 5 of these winners with you all. Today, we'll be looking at the final 5 winners. 5 new winners, 9 new Pokemon designs, and a ton of fuel to put on the fire of inspiration so that you all can continue to create such amazing work. Let's not waste any more time with this introduction though. We have a lot of content to get through. Presenting, for your enjoyment and praise, the final 5 winners of the Mazah Region contest. First up, and remember, these are in no particular order, we have a submission from artist Andu Region. Andu Region technically only submitted 2 Pokemon, however, we'll be looking at 4 different designs. Wormote, its evolution Strelavision, which has a male and female form, as well as a swarming form for Strelavision that plays into the Pokemon's core concept as well as its ability. To quote the artist who submitted these designs, I recently learned that Guillermo Gonzalez Camarena was a Mexican engineer who developed the early color television. I wanted to combine this with fireflies, who swarm Mexican forests to perform dazzling mating dances of light. Solo Strelavision are based loosely on traditional Mexican dancers, and the lights in their abdomen resemble fireflies in a jar. Swarm Strelavision is a giant bug, but its cube shape also makes it look like a box television, complete with antenna and maraca hands. This design might have been my favorite to work on, and I hope you enjoy it. Now, it might have been news to this artist, but if you've been part of the Subjectively community for a while, you have undoubtedly heard talk about the potential for a Pokemon based off of the abstract concept of color TV. I've gone on record as saying that I love the concept of basing a Pokemon design off of something so immaterial as color television, but I've struggled for years to come up with a design that does a good job capturing said concept without just being a TV with eyes or a different form of Rotom. We had a couple of submissions that explored this concept, but no design worked better than Andu Region's, in my opinion. The key to making a believable Fakemon concept is to find a middle ground between your concept and a character that represents it without being so on the nose that it's boring. Andu Region did this, and did it amazingly well. On their own, the concepts of a lightning bug Pokemon and a color TV Pokemon seem somewhat uninteresting, but combining the two concepts into a beautiful marriage of ideas was just incredibly clever. Andu Region did a fantastic job finding aspects of animal anatomy, culture, and history to support their concept in this design. Moreover, the execution of these designs is incredible. I love bug types because you can really get creative with concept integration and how the designs change during evolution. A tiny larva with a bioluminescent abdomen that resembles a TV remote evolves into a two-form bug type that incorporates the general theme of entertainment into the more literal inspiration of TV. These two characters make me think of the typical sitcom family and play a little bit into the traditional side of the tradition versus modernism themes of the Mazah region. Then we get a callback to a very unique battle mechanic introduced in Generation 7 with Strelavision's swarming form. Hundreds of these dancing, glowing bugs grouping together into a massive buzzing cloud shaped like a rabbit-eared television set. I mean, how clever is this? I said in the first video how valuable this contest is to the Mazah region because it adds ideas to the region that I would have never thought of. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I've been knocking around this concept in my head for literally months, and I couldn't think of anything remotely as creative as this. That's an unintentional pun right there. Another interesting thing about this design that, well, funnily enough, I actually don't personally love the visuals. Let me clarify. I think it's an amazing design. It's just not to my tastes. So why did I pick it? Well, because again, this isn't a region of only Pokemon that I like. It's important that every new dex provides designs for all tastes. If each gen only consisted of masculine, edgy, monstrous Pokemon, you'd lose the interests of any fan who doesn't resonate with those aesthetics. I tend to design characters that appeal to my own sensibilities, not only as an artist, but as a consumer. Having a fresh voice to contribute such a well-conceived design allows for people who like a different kind of design to find favorites in the Mazah region. Thank you, Andu region, for doing what so many of us could not. Maza finally has an awesome color TV Pokemon. Congrats on your win. Wormote, the glowworm Pokemon. Wormote are docile Pokemon and prefer to run instead of engage in a fight. However, if forced into conflict, the bumps on their body will glow in random patterns, which can leave their opponents in a trance for hours. Because of this, young trainers sometimes use their Wormotes to pull off pranks. Strelavision, the glamour Pokemon. Individual Strelavision love to dance. Though they prefer dancing with their own kind, they are known to force other Pokemon to dance with them, using their flashing lights to hypnotize them. They are said to bless couples with good luck. Strelavision, swarming form. In the forests of the Mazah region, swarms of Strelavision converge to form a gigantic creature with electrifying power. The colors and shapes on its face constantly move, and they tell stories of past happenings, current news, and sometimes even future events. Winner number 2 comes to us from user Jorge Draco 98. Jorge, can I call you Jorge? Gave us an incredible design that I just knew would be a fan favorite. They designed an evolution for Chixolob that they called Chixivern. Now, of course, this thing is sick. On the opposite end of the personal preference spectrum from Strelavision, this Fakemon appeals to those of us who love giant, spiky monsters with sharp claws and fire coming out of every opening on their body. But when me and the team took a look at it, we decided we wanted to make a slight change to one aspect of the concept. Chixolob was designed to be a single-stage Pokemon. It's just what I wanted for the Pokemon, as the gimmick behind catching it involves collecting fragments of its shattered body and rebuilding them into a reconstructed Pokemon. I never really wanted it to have an evolution, but I could definitely see it having a Mega Evolution. Chixivern has all of the makings of a good Mega Evolution. It doesn't really change anything about the original concept of Chixolob, but rather over-exaggerates it, pushing it to an extreme. It's not just a sentient meteor anymore, now its power has increased tenfold. The draconic features of this Pokemon symbolize the raw power of Chixolob, and elaborate on some of the original features from my design. I absolutely love it, and I know a lot of other people will too. Chixolob definitely has a bit of a cult following among Mazah Region fans, and I hope they like it as much as I do. Jorge, thank you so much for this design. I hope you're cool with us turning it into a Mega Evolution rather than just a regular evolution, but either way, you did an amazing job with this. Congratulations. Mega Chixolob, the Impactor Pokemon. Infused with the power of a Mega Stone, Chixolob is able to attain a form closer to that of the original meteorite that once carried it to Earth. Increasing in both size and power, Mega Chixolob sears the battlefield with scorching attacks that melt sand into glass and reduces stones to fine powder. Only highly skilled trainers can properly control this Pokemon. Winner number 3 is, coincidentally, another Mega Evolution. This one, though, was actually designed as a Mega Evolution. It comes to us from user Hogus Bogus 07, and I'm growing white hair thinking about how someone born in 2007 would be 15 now. Anyway, Hogus Bogus submitted a Mega Evolution for another single-stage Maza Pokemon, Adalangler. Adalangler remains to this day one of my favorite Pokemon that I've designed for the Mazah region. It's simple, it's cute, and in my opinion, a perfect single-stage normal type. Like Chixalob, I never wanted it to have an evolution because I couldn't see where else you could take the visuals of this design. Well, once again, our fans have surpassed my own creativity and blessed the entire channel with an awesome concept that takes Adalangler to the next level. Somewhere between a legendary folk hero and a mythical creature, Mega Adalangler does a great job using the character of Adalangler and recontextualizing it to make it seem more powerful, without losing the charm of its original form. It's tough to take a Pokemon as small and as cute as Adalangler and add to the design so that it feels as powerful as a Pokemon like Mega Charizard or Mega Metagross, but Hogus Bogus did exactly that. Instead of changing too much about Adalangler itself, they decided to build off of what makes Adalangler so unique, its connection to another Pokemon. Some of you may argue that fusing two Pokemon into one design is lazy, but I couldn't disagree more. I think that this is such a brilliant way to elevate the concepts of Adalangler into a truly formidable Mega Evolution. My favorite Pokemon designs tend to break a lot of the established conventions that we like to say all Pokemon designs adhere to. The truth is, Pokemon designs are always changing, and what we consider to be a legitimate looking Pokemon will always be changing as well. My advice to all Fakemon artists out there is to prioritize your concept over any preconceived conception of what a Pokemon should or shouldn't look like. It will result in a much stronger design overall, and Hogus Bogus' design is proof of this. Amazing work, congrats on your win. Mega Adalangler, the Fisher Pokemon. The power bestowed in Adalangler by its trainer and its Mega Stone grant it skills that would be otherwise unattainable in the wild. It merges with the strength of the largest catch of the Pokemon's life, the Golden Scale. The people of the Mazah region, particularly fishermen, seek wisdom from an Adalangler who has successfully landed the Golden Scale. In battle, the power of both Pokemon combined can leave their foes not only defeated, but awestruck. Do you guys remember how smooth the integration of our Baksu ad was back when I first introduced Adalangler in a video? Pretty good transition if I do say so myself. Well, just keep that in mind while I abruptly intersect our regularly scheduled programming to talk to you briefly about the sponsor of today's video, Baksu. If you haven't yet heard, Baksu is a monthly subscription service that delivers premium Japanese snacks and tea pairings straight from Japan to your door. What's so special about Japanese snacks, you ask? Well, let me tell you, as an American and a self-proclaimed snacking connoisseur, there is truly nothing like an authentic Japanese bag of chips. Not in this country, anyway. Not only are they unique, delicious, and authentic, Baksu's monthly collections are curated by their snack experts to deliver to you a perfect palate-pleasing experience. When you sign up for a subscription with Baksu, you will receive a special collection of snacks called Seasons of Japan. This box will bring you a taste of Japan's 4 seasons, and a taste of what a year of Baksu would be like. After your first box, you will receive a new themed box every month, each one providing you a gourmet journey throughout Japan. This month you can get cozy with a delightfully festive Hokkaido Wonderland box. This box celebrates the northernmost prefecture of Japan, Hokkaido, known for their delicious dairy and produce. It's loaded with delectable dairy delights, like this adorable Shimenaga milk boucher. Soft and light, it's like you're eating a cloud, except it's way tastier than a cloud probably tastes. Or if you're more inclined to indulge in the saltier side of the spectrum, allow me to introduce to you the king of all potato chips, the rich Hokkaido butter chips. Seriously, throw every other bag of chips in your cabinet directly into the trash can. These are your new best friends. Salty, filling but not greasy, and with that extra kick of buttery goodness that is so unlike anything you've ever had before. These are, without a doubt, my favorite snack from this month's selection. Okay, pull your face away from the screen. I know you want some of these, but drooling all over your phone isn't going to get you any chips. You know what will? Clicking the link in the description of this video. And it gets better. Use the code subjectively at checkout to get $15 off your first order. Thank you to Baksu for sponsoring this video. Anytime you want to send us more amazing snacks to gush over, you guys just feel free. Now, back to the video. Alright, winner number 4 is a 2-stage evolutionary line submitted to us by Discord user Emilio. You can find them on Instagram under the username Emilio Mermelada. Lumapop and Lumalico are 2 poison and psychic type Pokemon that take inspiration from psychedelics and the traditional Mexican folk art known as alebrijes. Somewhat unintentionally, a lot of the winners we've selected for this contest have alebrije-like features. Lumapop and Lumalico are adorned from head to toe with gorgeous and festive markings that make them stand out not only during the day, but at night too. Their patterns glow in the dark like a hypnotic light show, and they use this bioluminescence to both attract prey and ward off predators. These are just... come on. Who wouldn't agree that these are incredible designs? They have a clever concept behind their look, their personalities read clearly and are nothing if not appealing, and the execution behind these 2 illustrations is flawless. Literally, these are 2 more designs that I actually did not redraw because the replication of the official Pokemon style was done so impeccably, I literally could not improve on it. There's something very satisfying about the shapes of these Pokemon, especially in Lumalico. It's skinny and agile looking, but its bulbous tail implies a lot of power. You really get a sense of movement from it, even from this still 2D image. The use of visual real estate in general is so carefully considered with both of these designs as well. No part of the Pokemon is being wasted. Every inch of the design is well thought out and plays an important role in informing the viewer about the characters, their personalities, and their abilities. Moreover, they're just really cute, and I think we need some more cutie pies in the Mazah region. I love everything about both of these Pokemon. Emilio, thank you so much for your submission, truly amazing work, and we're looking forward to seeing more from you. Lumipop, the trance Pokemon. These nocturnal Pokemon use bioluminescence to ward off predators. They swing their tail back and forth to create the illusion of a much bigger, much more frightening Pokemon. This motion is also quite hypnotic, and can buy Lumapop just enough time to scurry away from danger. Trainers who work with this Pokemon praise it for its dopey and carefree nature. Lumalico, the hypnosis Pokemon. At night, the deserts of the Mazah region light up with the glow of bioluminescent Pokemon like Lumalico. Their true size and shape is disguised by the patterns on their bodies, which light up like the eyes of some great predator. They use this illusion not only to ward off potential predators, but to entrance prey. The mesmerizing glow hypnotizes both people and Pokemon, luring them into a state of helplessness. That brings us to the final winner of the Mazah Region Fan Contest. This one, without a doubt, has got to be one of the most unique and creative Fakemon designs I've ever seen. It came to us from user Terazzi. They submitted this little weirdo, Joster. In the words of the artist, this Pokemon is based off of the jester god of Maya culture, where it takes 3 forms, shark, bird, and maze. Shark and bird being in the Pokemon's visual design and maze being in the ability. Jester alone provides design themes with the overall personality, but also the Jester collar-looking piece that acts like a bird's orange legs. This is my first time attempting the Pokemon style, and I'm pretty happy with it. First of all, I just need to say that if this is your first attempt at drawing in the Pokemon style, I am incredibly threatened by you. You know what, in fact, just go ahead and take my channel right now. You've earned it. No, seriously, this piece was done so well that I didn't choose to redraw it. I left it as is because there was really nothing about it that I could change to make it look more consistent with the rest of my Pokemon designs. If anything, it makes me want to go back and redesign some of my older mons to make them match this better. The whole design speaks for itself. It's really clever, and it does a great job conveying the themes and inspiration of the concept without being on the nose or unoriginal. Not only does it not look like any other Pokemon that exists, but it also doesn't look like any character I've ever seen before. Truly a work of creative originality that I am just in awe of. Terazzi also included a tantalizing little footnote. Apparently the shiny is a reference to something, but I don't know what it is. Any guesses? I'm very curious now. Anyway, thanks so much to Terazzi. Definitely keep making Fakemon in this style. You will blow up on social media in a heartbeat, I guarantee you. Joster, the surprise Pokemon. A false head conceals the Pokemon's true mouth. A sharp beak that will snap at instigators, passerbys, or even friends on occasion. Joster tucks its body inside a clay shell, sitting inconspicuously in places where curious trainers may stumble upon them. If anyone gets too close, Joster will spring out of its shell. Archaeologists have found evidence that the fabulous jeweled eyes of Joster were once used as a symbol of wealth and power by ancient rulers. Well guys, that's it for now. I just want to reiterate how proud I am of all of you and all of the amazing work that you've done. This contest only highlighted 10 artists, but there are literally hundreds more who have submitted some incredible stuff. I recommend that everyone go check out the Mazah Region Fan Submissions channel of our Discord if you're hungry for some more great Fakemon designs. Which one of the 10 winners was your favorite? Were there any designs that you saw in the submissions that you wish had made it into the top 10? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, Baksu. Remember, use the code subjectively at checkout to get 15 bucks off of your first order. And a big thank you to all of our awesome Patreon supporters. If you haven't already, be sure to check out our Patreon. We've got some awesome reward tiers like custom stickers, prints, even in-depth character design lessons. We couldn't do what we do without your continued support, so if you'd like to help keep Subjectively going strong, please consider becoming a patron today. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we'll see you all in the next video.